The animation begins with a logo that reads "Kick the Dust, Knights of the Sound Table," while a knight in armour sits on a horse carrying a sound system.
The animation is a collection of collages made from pictures cut from magazines and hand-drawn illustrations. There are backgrounds with pictures that move over the top. This first section shows the inside of a pub with hand-drawn figures including a cat, a person and a pint of beer. There are hand-drawn speech bubbles for words, coughs and burps. It begins showing one side of the pub, then later shows a close-up of a pint being poured, and then shows a man drinking the pint.
At the pub, the friendly bartender smiles at a young customer and a cat jumps on the table. The portraits on the wall show interesting figures and more customers enter.
What are we having?
A cup of ale, if you please.
This second section has a map of Norwich as a background. Images of horses, with and without riders that have been cut from magazines, move around on the map. Then, yellow bits of paper with lines from a poem, handwritten on them, and cut out pictures of people, also move around on the map.
Horses, donkeys and cats walk quickly through the streets. People walk hurriedly past as a woman reads a poem aloud.
Sing cuckoo, somere si cominin, laude sing cuckoo.
This third section has a collaged background full of pictures of people and food. Over the top of this, green tissue paper represents grass, and there are black and white lino-printed pictures of ducks, geese and a pig. The green tissue paper advances and recedes as the ducks, geese and pig move around. Pieces of bright paper with some of the spoken words and animal sounds appear in speech bubbles. Pictures of people cut out from magazines appear and disappear.
At the market, ducks squabble over some bread as people barter. A pig appears. By a tree, a child speaks to his mother while a cat and dog and squirrel look on. A man talks to a merchant.
What on loaf for a house of Master Aston? What's going?
Das ist doch ein Riesenschaf. Das ist keine gute
It is a bit.
In the fourth section, a piece of blue paper representing a pond appears in the centre, with yellow and green strips of paper as grass and reeds. White paper is clouds which move across the sky. The printed ducks, pig and geese move around the picture. There are more bright hand-drawn speech and sound bubbles, and more cut-out people from magazines who again appear and disappear.
At the pond, ducks gather. Back at the market, a goose arrives to attack the pig. The pig dies, which causes chaos in the market.
This fifth section is a hand-drawn picture in coloured pencil of the cathedral with trees in the background. Sections of the cathedral gradually appear. Large hand-drawn tools move around as if they were building the cathedral, and there are hand-drawn birds, lightning and fire. There are seemingly cut-out letters, but actually they're digitally made on pink, cream, black and red rounded shapes, showing the words that are being spoken.
Tools begin to build Norwich Cathedral. The tower and steeple appear with the help of the hammers. As a man begins to speak, the cathedral is struck by lightning, causing a quick fire. Birds fly around the cathedral.
We zijn in de buitenplaats. Steen op de plaatsen. Oh, mijn rug.
In this sixth section, the screen is in two halves. On the left-hand side, a brightly coloured choir drawn in felt-tip pens is singing. On the right-hand side is a collage in greys and browns with white figures of two people cut out from paper, a teacher and a student. Letters cut out from magazines on white speech bubbles show the words being spoken.
A choir sings next to a colourful stained glass window while a lesson takes place by a statue of Mary and Jesus.
Gueri, scribite. Barnaby, your letters are very good. Merci.
This last section is a bright collage made from images from magazines of trees, walls and people, plus green tissue paper as the field, blue paper as the sky, and white cloud shapes cut from pictures in magazines. There are pictures of people cut from magazines, and handwritten speech bubbles show the words being spoken.
A group of men meet by trees and a target with bows and arrows. One young boy seems excited while another runs away. The clouds part to reveal a bright blue sky. The target is hit and people cheer.
Hear ye! All boys of the right age must now practice archery every Saturday and Sunday.
Logos for Norfolk Museums, Arts Council England, Heritage Fund, Norfolk County Council, UK Government, Kick the Dust, Creative Collisions, YMCA, Borrow Discover Connect and Norfolk County Council Public Health.